Because I
Okay.
sound like an idiot when I start talking political stuff.
And I'm sure that that just went out. I went live just as you said I'm going to sound like an idiot. The first
Wow.
word said on the stream today. Ramen saying she sounds like an idiot.
Oh, don't do that. Don't draw attention to it. Damn, I was hoping it would just fly under the radar. I'm not a morning person, y'all. I don't know if any of you picked up on that.
Okay, well, somebody heard Digi. Good morning, Digi.
Good morning, Digi.
You couldn't find my channel. Well, I'm glad you found it. I've been gone for a week, wife helping taking baby and the wife, making sure she took care of herself after her surgery and everything. But I'm back today. It was hard not to stream after the news, but the wife came first.
Damn right.
Took care of her, made certain that she was well fed and comfy. And the grandson came by yesterday, had him for quite a few hours. So, but anyway, the news of the month. And the dust has started to settle a little bit. Hey, Tyre, morning, buddy.
Good morning, Tyre.
The dust is starting to settle a little bit from the initial mess, but there's been a whole lot more dust being kicked up over it. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have everything, all the videos and pictures and everything else assembled. Okay. Wish I did, but I don't. But one thing I want to do here is on my thumbnail, there's 3 guys besides Trump listed there on my thumbnail. Okay. And I just want to make certain that these guys also get some of the attention that they should have been getting. Okay. The first one there is David Compatore. And Lord, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He was the man that was killed, the firefighter. Of the 3, he gets the most attention because he was killed. The next guy is David Dutch. He is in stable condition. The third gentleman there posted is James Copperhaven, also in stable condition. All 3 of the gentlemen are from Pennsylvania. Now, according to other sources, of which I've not been able to find anything besides the occasional mention, was that there was a woman who was shot in the arm or hand, and that a nephew of a Texas politician, U.S. Rep. Ronnie Jackson, says that his nephew was wounded in the neck. Okay. That a bullet grazed his nephew's neck. So, and that there was supposedly another rally attender, okay, that besides him and the woman that had a wound. But a various news sources, no names, no photographs, no multiple sources to confirm or deny. So that is what it is, what I could find. But the three who were put into the hospital, I felt that they've Mr. Campori has justifiably gotten a lot of has gotten some press, but then he was killed. The other two guys have not gotten any press that much, besides a brief name mention or two other men were wounded type press coverage. And I just wanted to make certain that at least I got them their names actually mentioned, whether or not they get, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, they get short shifted there. I'm going to at least get their names mentioned here on my stream. Hey, Neil, good morning to you. Glad to see you. Let's see here. Now, this is where I am going to go on my little tirade. And Raman is here to pull me back from being too much.
No, I'm not. Don't put that on me.
Okay. When I say too much, I mean you're going to be my conscience to tell me, okay, that enough is enough here.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. So let's start off as to why I wasn't completely shocked or surprised. Not that I was expecting it there at the Pennsylvania rally. No. But am I surprised that somebody took a shot at him? Considering, and the answer to that is no. I am not surprised that somebody took a shot at him. In fact, I honestly am surprised it's taken this long.
Ooh.
Considering that for the past 7 years, the way he has been demonized, run after, mischaracterized, lied about, and called every derogatory name in the book, including countless accusations of being America's Hitler.
Yeah.
Misquoted. The only other politician I can think of that's been as misquoted as Trump was Newt Gingrich. And Newt Gingrich, for you youngins, was the first Republican Speaker of the House after a 40-year reign by the Democrats. It was his idea to come up with the contract with America, and the press and the Democrats absolutely hated him. So they did everything they could to destroy that man. I've got mute here for just a second.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it's not going to let me mute there. So let me, because I. Okay, I'm back.
Yay.
Yay. Had to talk to the wife for a second
Oh.
or two or three. She's feeling feisty and decided, she's off my leash today.
Oh my God. Next thing you know, she'll be having an opinion. Shit. Stop it.
She has to keep them to herself.
Oh my God. That's how it starts.
She may have them. She's not just allowed to voice them.
Oh my God. Watch out if she starts having any particular political leanings, or if she starts discussing the election or possibility of voting. You can't have that.
No. She goes and votes. We both go at the same time. It's
let
just
her vote?
I look over her ballot before it gets cast.
Oh, okay. I was worried for a minute.
Oh, no. I mean, because the people at our local precinct understand that, I have to approve her ballot first.
Oh, okay.
So I'm allowed to go over with her when she fills it out. So yeah, there's they understand. The local people at the precinct understand what the proper way of life is supposed to be.
All right. Don't worry me like that shit. What?
If you could see the looks I am getting from the lady in the house.
God. Okay, quick, tell him you're kidding, or somebody will be sleeping on the couch later.
Oh, that won't happen.
Okay, you know what? That's fine.
And in 30 some odd years, the only time either one of us slept on the couch is when they were sick.
Ooh.
Okay, I mean, there's been a few nights I've come out and slept on the couch because I was hurting so bad that I just, I was going to keep her awake if I stayed in bed.
Oh.
I couldn't sleep because I was in pain, so I just came out to the couch. And there's been a couple of nights where she's come out to the couch because the dog kicked her out of bed. But anyway, the Biden, let's just listen, look at some of the things Biden has said. How Trump was going to destroy democracy.
Oh God, so much bullshit.
Electing Trump, a vote for Trump was a vote to destroy democracy.
Oh God, I wish stupid people would shut up.
Just recently, Biden made mention of how Trump needed to be targeted. And, remember young lady in Arizona that got shot by a lunatic, certifiable lunatic, not just crazy because we thought he was crazy, but a guy is certifiable. He actually was certifiable. And the Democrats went nuts and the media went nuts because the Republicans had put a target on her. And how the Republican Party was responsible for her being shot.
Oh my God.
You remember that?
Not really.
Oh, well.
But I do remember they were all up in Whitmer and stopped anything before it started. Yet they had, you know what? I'm going to shut up. Because this is not good. I'm going to, no.
No, you're exactly right. I mean,
that guy should not have been on the roof.
And that whole thing with Whitmer, that was a FBI setup. The photographs taken, that remember the one picture of a one of the protesters at the Capitol's there.
Mm-hmm.
The media said that was him shouting in that police officer's face and that state trooper's face. And he was actually yelling to a guy across the way, one of his friends.
Well, sure.
You know,
I
but
mean,
they totally lied about what was going on and made everybody believe that he was getting all belligerent in that copper's face.
uh-huh. Well, look at Sandman. Look how they cut the video short and just took still pictures, and
Yeah. Now, let's remember Liz Cheney.
Oh God.
And Kinzinger, handpicked by Pelosi to sit on the January 6th committee because Pelosi knew that she hated Trump.
Of course, everybody knew.
And knew that Kinzinger hated Trump. It's not just the Democrats, the never Trumpers. A lot of bad blood, a lot of bad things are said about Trump. Exaggerations.
And outright lies. Somebody tweeted, and I don't remember which politician it was, that he was this and he's that, and a child abuser. That's not the word they used.
Right.
But I'm like, what the hell? I think they got him mixed up with Biden. I mean, if they're thinking about the diary or whatever, I don't know. Yeah. But I never heard anything about Trump being accused of, with kids.
They tried to tie Trump so hard into Epstein.
Yeah, they didn't actually even use the word Epstein in it, which I'm really surprised that that's what they were going for.
Oh, by the way, good morning, Duck Dog. Glad to see you pop in. Sorry for not greeting you a couple minutes ago when you first walked in, but that's beside the point.
I don't know.
And then the magazine covers.
Oh my God.
And just as where is it here? There we go. Now, somebody else did the hard work for me. But it's too good for me not to share.
That's what we're all about. Sharing is caring.
Now, let's just look at these magazine covers here.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking horrible.
Now, these people portrayed Trump in every negative fashion that they could.
Uh-huh.
Is it any wonder that the hatred, Maxine Waters, let's not forget Maxine Waters and her infamous speech telling people to go after them, go after those Republicans.
Chase them out of restaurants.
Right. Run them out of restaurants, run them out of gas stations. Let's not forget, the guy that shot up Republican ball team, I think it was a softball team, took shots at him and actually shot one of the Republican House representatives. Rand Paul's neighbor busted up Rand Paul's ribs. I mean, literally busted up his ribs. Half truths and whole lies. Exactly, Duck Dog.
There you go.
So when, and let's not, do we even want to talk about how Scarborough and his wife and Joy Reid, all them fools over at MSNBC, how they talk about Trump for the past 7 years. Yeah, Joy Reid.
Man.
And then after Trump gets shot, what in the hell does MSNBC do?
Uh-oh.
And that damn redheaded wench from that used to be Biden's spokeswoman, Pataski, or not Pataski.
I know you're talking about that goofball looking thing.
Yeah, the goofball redhead. And I usually like redheads, but this one, she was enough to turn me off redheads forever. But anyway, how they're bit that Trump is probably still bleeding, and they're on the air saying, oh my God, we got to look out for retaliation. People, retaliatory attacks now against the media and Democrats, anybody that spoke out against Trump. That's our biggest concern now.
And the media, this is the same media that they admitted they lied about hiding Biden's mental capacity. Then they go right back to lying again, saying Trump fell. They had to rush him off stage because Trump fell. And it was a loud noise that scared him, and he fell.
Yeah, Trump got scared by loud noise, by loud pops.
Honestly.
Yeah, Steve Scalia. Thank you, Duck Dog.
There needs, honestly, the AP was even doing it, and all of these fracking news are blah, 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 blah. I'm not awake, y'all. There needs to be fines for this shit. Seriously. They know they're lying. It's not a mystery.
If they want to put a blame on what happened there in Pennsylvania, start Joe Biden, work down through the Democratic Party, work down through the mainstream media, work down through CNN, MSNBC, work down through Chuck Todd and the Sunday talk shows. The comedians, the so-called comedians on nighttime television.
Kathy Griffin, let's go with that a little bit.
Kathy Griffin.
Literally held up that fake Trump head covered in blood.
Yep. There's a whole lot of people that if you want to talk about where somebody would get the idea that they would be a national hero for shooting Trump. Let's just look at where all that came from. And then the videos being made and put over on TikTok and everywhere else. I'm not going to play them, but they're out there and they're still being made. Mostly younger generation, younger people. 20-somethings and late teens. You took your chance. Why couldn't you have been a better shot?
Oh my God.
There's a Tupelo Honey Corporation has got a employee on suspended while they go through their social media and determine whether or not to fire them. A Congress critter has relieved one of their people for comments made on Twitter. Did you have to leave? Yeah, okay, Digi. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh my!
You've got you've got people, cheering or not cheering, but actually mad that Trump didn't die. That this is sad, and
they have the balls to say it.
And then let's look at Biden. It took Biden over 24 hours to actually say that what most of us knew
He's not
within a
even
couple minutes.
tweeting.
Within a couple minutes, that this was an assassination attempt.
Nah, man, you know what? Okay, we all know Biden does not run his own Twitter account.
No. Well, I'm talking about Biden's speech he gave that
Oh,
night.
okay. I didn't see
Okay.
it. And it's fine. You can just tell me about it.
Did I accidentally close my YouTube? Yes, I did. So let me open up my YouTube because I've actually got that bookmarked. Oh. Come on. Oh, no, I don't want that. Okay, and I absolutely hate this new system that they've got up here. Okay, playlist. Okay, Angry Shroom. There we go. And where is the? Okay, I think this one is it because I've got both of Biden's speeches addresses to the nation here.
Okay.
I want to speak to you tonight about the need for us to lower the temperature in our politics.
All right, lower the temperature. Who's been one of the ones increasing this temperature, calling him a dictator, saying
We all know.
He's a danger to our democracy, quote unquote.
And to remember, while we may disagree, we are not enemies.
Really? Wouldn't that be a single damn word that's come out of your administration or your mouth?
We're neighbors. We're friends, co-workers.
Not my neighbor.
And most importantly, we're fellow Americans.
Now we are?
Together. Yesterday's shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania calls on all of us to take a step back.
I'm glad you finally realizing you need to take a step back and look at how you've been addressing him. Mm-hmm. You're a little late about that.
Talk of where we are, how we go forward from here. Thankfully, former Trump is not seriously injured.
You think he missed a word there off of his teleprompter? Former President Trump. Not former Trump. Former Trump makes it sound like he's dead.
Mm-hmm. I spoke with him last night. I'm grateful. He's doing well, and Jill and I keep him and his family in our prayers.
No,
we also extend our deepest condolences to the family of the victims who was killed. Corey was a husband, a father, a volunteer firefighter, a hero, sheltering his family from those bullets. We should all hold.
These are the first true words this man's actually said this entire time.
This family and all those injured in our prayers. Earlier today, I spoke about an ongoing investigation. We do not know the motive of the shooter yet.
Oh my God,
we don't know Trump. His opinions.
I'm sorry. That was his motive. That was his only motive, kill Trump.
Exactly.
And can you imagine, like, this guy, like, he literally sacrificed his life for this one shot and he fucking missed? I can just imagine what must have gone through his mind before they offed him. I wasted my life.
7.62 piece of lead. That was the last thing.
You're gonna go there.
Last thing that went through his mind.
Well, second last thing then. I threw away my life for nothing.
I got no problems making joke about that SOB dying.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Or affiliations. We don't know whether he had help or support or if he communicated with anyone else. Law enforcement professionals, as I speak, are investigating those questions. Tonight,
Uh-huh.
I want to speak to what we do know. A former president was shot, an American citizen killed, while simply exercising his freedom to support the candidate of his choosing. We cannot, we must not go down this road in America. We've traveled before throughout our history.
I'm going to stop him here because he's going to go right back into telling some lies.
Oh, yeah.
So that first minute and 38 seconds is all of this. Now
It's all word salad.
They're making a big deal about the would-be assassin. And I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not going to give him any name recognition at all.
Good.
This attempted assassin, this man who deserves to burn in the deepest bowels of hell.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a big deal of how he's a registered Republican.
Oh, boy.
But the problem with this is the Democrats made a big deal last year and 2 years ago, for the past 2 years, making a big deal about getting their people to register as Republicans to vote for anybody in the primaries except Donald Trump.
Yup.
Good one there, Doug Dog. Yeah, it may have been a 308 round there. Either way, it did the job. But that dirty, so just because he was a registered Republican doesn't mean he was a conservative.
There you go.
Or that he actually was a Republican. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he was registered as. He's still scum of the earth as far as I'm concerned, regardless of whatever his political affiliation was. Just like Kinzinger, just like Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney been a registered Republican for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still a piece of Shiite.
Mm-hmm.
So now I do have a question here. And this question being asked by a lot of people. How in the hell were so many people there at the rally able to see this guy up on the roof, point him out to the police, but the Secret Service totally missed him? Or the FBI?
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up earlier. Yeah, totally.
Where... I know the Secret Service, I know the federal government's got a ton of drones. Why wasn't there somebody out there operating drones and looking at the top of these? I mean, there's only a very few buildings that needed to be watched from the top, and one of those buildings had the either the Secret Service or the FBI sniper team on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the video, and the video's out there, if you look at the videos, you'll see the guy, the one sniper sitting there, looking through his scope, popping his head up. They're going back down the scope, then popping his head up just before dumbass shoots. What in the hell was he waiting on? If he had a scope and he was sitting there looking through there, he should have been able to see this guy in dark clothing on a white roof with the rifle in his hand.
Yep.
Hey, Wiley, good morning.
Hey, Willie. It's Willie.
Okay, Willie. All right. I've been calling Wiley for so long, it's not funny. But Willie, you're right. I keep thinking of Wile E. Coyote. Oh, I do. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm thinking it too. We're all thinking it. Come on.
But yeah, there's where were these people? The and like I said, there's a video out there of at least a half a dozen, if not a dozen, rally goers pointing this guy out
and
calling
screaming.
and screaming at the cops. There's a guy on that roof with a gun. There's a guy on that roof with a gun.
Yep.
There's another video out there. You watch the video of, and I'm not going to do the conspiracy things here, but if you watch the video of Trump of the shooting itself, and there's a woman behind Trump there. She puts down her sign and picks up her camera before the first shot is shot.
Oh.
Then when Trump's on the ground, she's not ducking. It looks like she's just sitting there taking pictures or taking video.
Damn.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Neil and Willie are having fun.
I see that. Well, that's good. I mean, these days you got to make your own entertainment.
That's right. There's a lot, and these women that they had there on the Secret Service crew around them.
Oh, Lord.
There's one of them couldn't even find her damn holster to put her gun away.
Yeah.
After Trump got put into the RV or the wagon, the van, whatever. She's sitting there and she's trying a half a dozen times to put that gun back in that holster. She's supposed to be the best of the best. They've got.
You know what? I can't say it.
The head of the Secret Service, Cheatham.
Yeah.
Okay. She's more concerned about making certain that 30% of the Secret Service are women.
Yeah.
At least 30% of the Secret Service is women before she leaves the post. DEI is her main goal in life. Now, there's rumors out there, and I'm just going to put them out there as rumors. I mean, we've all heard them, that Trump's protection crew had been begging DHS and the Secret Service for more people, for better protection for Trump. And they've been denied for weeks.
Did they want to make his team smaller at one point?
Well, actually, the gentleman who was the head of the January 6th committee introduced a bill to remove Trump's protection.
There you go. That's what I was waiting on.
He actually wanted to remove Trump's Secret Service protection.
Yep. I can't imagine why. Just, I don't know.
So, yeah, these people, I'm going to be honest, there's people in our government that wants Trump dead.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
They're-
they're not even being like subtle about it.
No, they're not. They're not. This guy that took the shot, I saw some drawings this morning. Rahman happened to see him too. Trump turned his head at exactly the right time to avoid that bullet going into his brain, going through his ear and into his brain.
All he did was turn his head all casual.
You know, everybody, a lot of people have been making jokes about this guy being a bad shot. He wasn't a bad shot. Trump just turned his head in time. If Trump hadn't have turned his head, that bullet would have gone through his brain.
Yep. You know what it kind of reminds me of, though?
What's that?
Like, you ever hear the old, like, urban legend about how all the people, like, all in a little town, there were all these big churchgoers, and none of them went to church one day, and the church blew up?
Right, yeah.
That's kind of the same kind of coincidence there. Just, I don't know. It was so weird, though.
Yeah, Tyre. I couldn't remember the guy's name. I didn't have a lot of time to get set up this morning for the stream because I was trying to take care of the wife and other business this morning.
You are a busy man.
Yep. But yeah, so there's been a lot of stuff that these people have done that should get them all taken. Oh, for some reason, my cat is deciding that he wants to meow now.
Oh, what a pretty kitty.
Well, he's mad at the wife.
Oh.
So, let's see here. Man, I could have swore I had another video here that I wanted to show. Want to know what? Okay, let's see. Now, I don't want to hear you. I already heard you once. Eric Adams. Eric Adams got out there and had to run his mouth.
Look at him pretending he matters.
Okay. Let's listen to Eric Adams, the old mayor of New York. I don't know why I'm listening to this guy, but I am. I don't know why I'm subjecting you guys to having to listen to this guy. He's probably been one of the worst mayors in my lifetime of New York City.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying it because he's a Democrat or any other reason than the fact is I honestly believe he is one of the worst mayors of New York City in my lifetime.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Any local Trump-owned properties in the city, and also when you were running, you were talking about carrying a gun. Has that re-entered your mindset again?
First, there has not been any threats, known threats to the property, and the Intelligence Division Commissioner Weiner would give a briefing.
All right, this question was, have there been any threats to the Trump properties?
Really?
Adams, do you honestly believe us to believe you when you say that you know of no threats against the Trump properties? I don't believe you for one. There's always going to be been threats against the Trump properties.
Oh yeah.
You've got enough Looney Tunes there in New York City that you should automatically just assume that there have been threats, that there are threats against Trump properties. So to say that nobody is talking about, has briefed you about any, why should they have to brief you about them? You should know that they're already there.
To let any incoming, you get a lot of incoming that's taking place over and over again. And as I said on the campaign trail, as a former police officer, I'm licensed to carry a weapon. And if it ever reaches that level that I believe I have to, then I will do so. I have a good team, a security team right now. They're doing their job, and I have a lot of confidence in them. I don't feel the need to do so. And so there's
Honestly, I hope your security team is better than the one that Trump had.
I don't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
there's not a purpose. But I think that's something you said, Councilman, that's important that I hope people didn't miss. That these algorithms and these stories play on the most extreme level of us. The more volatile you are and the more hate you put out, the more likes you get, the more it feeds into the darkness of us. You know, all of us, we have the good line and the bad line in us. Right now, we feed.
You Democrats have been feeding that bad lion when it comes to Trump for 7+ years.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to remind you of the riots on Trump's inauguration day?
Nope.
Do I need to remind you of the buildings that were set on fire, the glasses broke, the vehicles set on fire or destroyed by leftists? How many times Trump's buildings have been spray painted? Or the sidewalks in front of his places painted? And y'all never mention it anymore. You mentioned it at first to cheer him, but that's as far as it went.
Hey, Fury.
Hey, afternoon, Fury. I'm
Right there with you.
I don't like saying this. I really don't. I don't like believing. I mean, I believe this to the core of my body, of my soul right now. That these Democrats are out there bemoaning and putting on this sackcloth and talking about the nation coming together and stop the hatred, yada, yada, yada. They don't believe a word that's coming out of their own mouths. These are all scripts being written for them by their script writers, by their speech makers, in order to get votes. They don't care one bit that somebody took a shot at Trump. I would not be surprised if Pelosi didn't raise a glass of wine and chug it.
Yup. That's who she is.
I would not be surprised that Jill Biden didn't jump up and down when she first heard about it, saying Trump is dead, Trump is dead.
Uh-huh.
I would not doubt that one bit. I would not bet that, I mean, because I've seen enough of the videos online this weekend. Like I said, of the younger generation. And the ones who've been taught to hate by the college professors, the ones who've been taught to hate the United States and Trump by the college professors. We've got two graduating groups of students that from their first day of freshman year, not two, I'm sorry, 8 graduating classes of students that have gone through college from their first day of college all the way through to graduation day were told to hate Trump. We're told to hate Trump and Republicans, told to hate this country by their professors, by the colleges themselves, by their deans. Just a week or so ago, Youngkin, he was given a speech at one of the graduations, and about a quarter of the graduating class got up and walked out on him. And they were loudly cheered as they walked out. Now, would they have done that if they'd been taught that, yes, you can disagree with your governor, you can disagree with your mayor, you can even disagree with your president? But disagreement doesn't equal hate. Disagreement doesn't equal wanting to physically destroy, actually kill your political opponent. You know, they want to talk about the right being full of hate and violence. That's why we own all these guns.
Mm.
My gun has never shot anybody.
There you go.
My gun has been pulled out of my holster twice in my adult lifetime. Once because I thought somebody was had broken into my apartment, and once to protect another man's life. And that's it. That's the only 2 times my gun has ever come out of my holster. And the second time I didn't point it at the person. It was down my leg, alongside my leg. Just letting the guy know, the guy that was beating the crap out of the other guy, that he needed to stop right then and there. Well, I would never want to shoot somebody just because I disagreed with them politically. But then I wasn't taught to hate people because I disagreed with their politics. These kids, the people who graduated over the past 8 years, have been taught that. Which is an absolute and total shame. So there's plenty of blame to go around on this 20-year-old that climbed up on that roof with that rifle and took those shots. Now, I've heard several people say that it was a .22. It was an AR platform, but with the .22 in it. Does anybody know any different from that?
I don't know.
Because that would account for the softness of the reports if it actually was a .22. Respect and restraint are not taught anymore. You're right. You're absolutely right there, Willie. Oh, 556. Okay. Yeah, that would have 556. That man, I'm going to be honest. It's been a long time since I've heard a 556 round go off, so I don't know exactly what the report would sound. I don't remember what a report from that would sound like. So, could have been 223 also. So, but anyway, there's a lot. I mean, I've got still. There's so many questions out there floating around about this whole mess.
I heard the FBI can't even get into the guy's cell phone.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they might have cracked it since then, but you never know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mayorkas denied repeated requests for more Secret Service protection for Trump GOP lawmaker says. Well,
What, baby?
Last week I threw up in my theater.
there.
Okay.
I've got one thing I've got to get. Trump is the consummate showman. He really is. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. You know, what's the first thing we all hear Trump saying? Let me get my shoes. Okay. And the next thing we see him pushing that little blonde-haired Secret Service woman down so he can raise his fist up and pump it in the air.
That's a man.
Before they start pushing him off that stage. And that pic, I mean, and the angle of that photograph is absolutely perfect to have him doing that with the American flag in the background. I mean, how much more perfect of a picture?
It was beautiful.
Here we go. Let me share this picture. You know, there we go. I mean, he's got this woman, the Secret Service agent, protecting his armpit, fist in the air, flag in the background, blood on his cheek and chin.
It was so beautiful.
Okay, you know he's got it's the the screw you. And I think he's shouting, "Let's keep fighting" or something like that.
Fight.
You know, I mean, I've already seen T-shirts. I've seen hats.
Oh yeah.
People are making a fortune off of this image right here.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm okay with it too. Now, if anything comes out of the Trump store with this on it, I'll buy it off the Trump store. But I'm not going to buy it off of anybody else.
Nah, not that Teespring shit. I hear you.
I'll wait till it comes off the Trump store before I buy anything like that. And I'm surprised it's not already there. But then I haven't checked the Trump store past.
You know what? He might be declining right now to put any gear up that's related to people dying. Because, innocent people got hurt and killed, and
Right. You may be right. I'm taking a quick look at the Trump store now. And let's see here. No, there's nothing there is nothing in the Trump store yet on it. But yeah, he doesn't have anything on the Trump store. I'm surprised though that picture isn't there yet. Oh, Willie, you're right. You're right. And does anybody blame Trump for being angry? I mean, I know I sure don't blame, but then, like I said, I would have been, crawling on I had the worst photo op in the history because their photo op of me would have been me crawling on my hands and knees trying to get out of there. Okay, you saw the Christopher Walken version of Stephen King's book,
The Dead Zone?
The Dead Zone.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it, okay?
No, but I mean, I know what it's about.
Okay, but you remember, and the towards the end of the book there, the politician.
Yeah.
When Christopher Walken is up, when what was the guy's name? I can't remember his name right now.
Wilson, I don't remember.
Anyway, Bill. Anyway, the main character is up in the choir area of the church, and he's pointing a gun down at the evil politician.
Right.
And the evil politician snags up a baby to hold the baby as a
meat shield.
shield.
Yeah.
Right. And that was the picture that ruined his campaign and, shot, anyway, that picture of me crawling on my hands and knees would have been, and face it, if Trump would have been crawling on his hands and knees to get out there, that would have ruined his campaign to be president.
Never mind the fact he just wanted to live, like the rest of us.
Right. So, was that just instinct for Trump? Or is he, and if it wasn't instinct, imagine how fast he thought on his feet to do that.
Yup.
To know that he needed to get up there and show, that his cojones were big enough to sink the Titanic and nothing was going to scare him. So, okay, yeah, you're right. Fury, you'd be a bit vexatious yourself. We all would be. Yeah, and I'd probably have been pulled a Joe Biden and crapped my britches. Who knows? It's been a long time since I've had anybody shoot at me or pull a gun on me. So, I can't speak for what I would do today as far as that goes. Yeah, Tyre, the God Emperor, yep. A lot of people have said that moment has locked him in to winning the election.
I think he had the election tied up a long time ago, but yeah, if there was any doubt, this is it right here. I still fully expect like 80 million fucking Biden ballots to appear in the middle of the night in the next election, though. So who knows what'll happen?
Well, if we really wanted to think about this next election, I've got one question and I don't care, Republican, Democrat, I don't care. I've got just one question to
Agreed.
ask. One question to ask your elected representative in DC.
Mm,
Are you going to vote for the SAVE Act? And if not, why not?
ah,
The SAVE Act is the bill being put forth that would require that only only United States citizens are eligible to vote in our elections.
It's stupid that we have to have lobbying for this. It should just be a fucking law already, but
Yeah, a lot of Democrats are sitting there saying, "Well, it's already illegal for non-citizens to vote in federal elections."
how?
Well, it's been illegal to lynch people for decades. Yet the Democrats, one of the first things they did when they got control of both houses was pass an anti-lynching law.
Yeah.
Nobody's been lynched in 80 years, and the first thing y'all did was vote to pass an anti-lynching law.
You know what's really funny about that too is that Trump had that peace accord between certain areas of the Middle East and Israel. And even though they hadn't been fighting, they hadn't signed anything officially. So everybody, when he did that, was all, "Oh, it's not an issue. He's just hype, you know." Yeah,
The Abraham's Accords, yeah.
yeah. Thank you. But yeah, they pull that shit. It's supposed to be a big deal.
Why? And I've shown the list of states and cities that it is legal for non-citizens to vote. There are non-citizens sitting in elected offices.
Oh my God.
There are illegals sitting in elected offices.
They're dreamers.
One of my biggest regrets about the state of Florida was when they passed a bill allowing illegals to become licensed lawyers in the state of Florida.
Oh yeah, that's some bullshit right there.
Now, I've had a lot of people. Well, you profess to be a Christian. How dare you? How dare you proclaim you want every illegal deported?
Because they're fucking illegal.
And my
It's not a
response
difficult question.
is they are a criminal, and
Yeah.
Why should criminals be allowed to remain in our country? Every day they're here, they're breaking a law. So if they're here a year, they should have 365 charges being placed against them. Whether they're all civil charges, I don't care if they're civil or not. File them, prosecute them, kick them out of the country.
Mhm.
Your mom and dad want to FaceTime. I have no idea who AFUOS is.
don't know.
AFU. Just don't believe I need to ask for forgiveness for wanting people who've illegally entered our country to be deported no more than I would be expected to ask for forgiveness for wanting somebody who illegally entered my house to be removed from my property. Now, should I ask that they be shot? Should I ask that they be maimed, mangled, or mutilated? No. Now, that I wouldn't need to ask for forgiveness for. But to ask for forgiveness, to have somebody that has violated our borders to be removed, I don't see that as a sin. if I had my druthers, Willie, they may not go out with their face covered up by the sheet, but they'll be going out horizontally. I think I finally, speaking of which, I think I finally got a line on a decently priced 410 handgun. One that somebody doesn't want both arms and a leg for.
Oh, nice.
Down in the $300 to $400 range instead of the $600 to $800 range. I just want to load it up with 410 shotgun shells and attach it to the door in the bedroom.
Oh my God. Okay. That threw me for a minute. I was thinking booby trap in the bedroom door for a second.
No.
Yeah, it took me a second. You're not like that. That's why it threw me.
No, I don't booby. First of all, it's illegal to do booby traps in the state of Florida.
I am really, in a lot of states, yeah, I'm really freaking aware of this.
So, but I got no problem putting attaching a holster to the bedroom door and having that judge or defender in that holster and mounted to the door to where it's always there, and just taken out and shot off and enough to, it still works, then put back. Willie, I just needed to, I don't have a very long house. So, but I've got neighbors very close to one side of me, and I don't need bullets going into the neighbor's house. Well, Tyre, you probably asked that question of ramen.
Oh my God. Really? Really, dude?
Hey, we gotta get our humor in where we can on a day like today.
I'll tell you why, because I don't want to give myself a concussion, okay? I'm a double D. I can't be running around like that. I could hurt somebody. Just saying.
Well, now, Wiley, see, you have to understand, it's not just me that may have to grab it. It may be the wife. And 12 gauge is just way too much for her.
Oh, really?
A 410 is, she can handle that. 12 gauge is just a little bit too much for her. So and that, with my nerve damage in my hands, 12 gauge may be too much for me to handle anymore. That's why I had to quit. That's why I had to quit shooting 45s and step down to 9mm. I'm dreading the day. I'm Tyre, you're mean. I'm dreading the day that I gotta step down to a 380.
That's just wrong.
Along that lines, there was that woman who almost suffocated herself standing on her head.
The fuck?
Yeah. Somebody made her a bet she couldn't stand on her head for 5 minutes, leaning up against the wall.
And
they fell down across her face.
And that's when you roll over.
So, well, she was interested in winning that $100 bet.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. But anyway, the guy down in South Florida, I want to say he was down in Miami. He had a storefront of some sort, and people kept breaking in through his roof. So he ran chicken wire
Oh no.
and ran chicken wire through like a net. And the guy fell, and he then electrified it. The guy fell into the chicken wire, and I can't remember if the guy died or not, but they prosecuted the store owner for setting that booby trap. Now,
Probably did. Especially if
guy-
it was in California or New York. Damn.
no, that was down in Miami, I believe.
Oh God.
And now the guy that got caught, the criminal, he'd already had like 10 or 12 appearances for breaking and entering.
Politicians don't care.
So, yeah. Again, I've got no problem with you want to set something up inside your store so that when you walk out the door at night or inside your home and you walk out the door at night and somebody breaks in and they get hurt, I got no problem with it.
I wouldn't want them to die, though. I mean,
No,
if they were breaking in to hurt you, that's one thing. If they just want to steal a fucking external hard drive or something, you shouldn't have to die over just break his legs or something.
Well, there was a grocery store near the base out in Phoenix that the store owner had a short-barreled shotgun placed right in front of the that little opening where you put up your beer or cigarettes or whatever.
Okay.
Right next to the cash register.
All right.
Well, underneath the counter there, he had a short barrel shotgun set mounted. And it could have been activated without reaching underneath the counter. And somebody came in to rob his store, and he activated that shotgun. And it literally amputated the guy's legs.
He's still alive, though, right?
Oh, yeah, the guy lived.
Justice served. Fuck it. I don't care.
But it almost entirely removed the man's legs, both of them, right at the kneecaps.
And then he learned not to do that shit again.
Tyre, that's exactly my philosophy. It's not that I value my stuff more than his life. It's just that that guy values his life less than my stuff. It's not my fault he decided, it was worth his life to come into my home to steal my stuff. Or heaven help him come into my hotel where I'm working and want to rob my hotel while I'm working. No, that's just not good news. Not good news at all. Okay, let's see here. I had something else here that not quite as I've got my rant out of my way, out of my blood.
All right.
Okay, guys. And Trump is a badass. And I blame Democrats and the never Trumpers and the media for this guy thinking that he could get away, that he would be doing good to the country by shooting Trump. And every Democrat should be looking deep into the mirror and at themselves before they start placing blame. All right. Okay, Robin,
What?
do you like peaches?
Yes. Obviously, yes. Fucking peaches.
Yes.
Those are the best.
Okay.
Peaches and nectarines. I do not discriminate.
All right. This is what you do.
Uh-oh.
All right. I found a recipe that I tried this weekend twice.
Okay. Okay. I gotta hear this.
All right. And the wife and I liked it so much that she ate almost an entire pan by herself.
Is it a variation of peach cobbler? Is there cream cheese
Yes.
involved?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God, you got me.
It's a peach crumble.
Okay.
And instead of just using like your Bisquick flour,
I like biscuit flour.
okay, you're instead of using like your Bisquick for making your dough,
Uh-huh.
okay, you actually use a mixture of flour, regular AP flour,
Okay.
brown sugar,
Mm-hmm.
and egg.
I actually like that better than Bisquick. I do not like the taste of
Okay.
Bisquick though.
And butter.
There you go. You got me. You gotta send me the
Okay.
recipe, yo. I'll
And
make
you
Mhm.
take half of it and you put on the bottom of your pan
Mhm.
and you bake it for 15 minutes.
All right.
And then you work it to make certain that you got it good all the way across. Okay. To
Oh
give
wait, you're
yourself,
using your oven.
actually, I use the air fryer.
Eventually, you're gonna get me to get an air fryer. I can see it now.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
Just use a little 8-by-inch pan in my air fryer.
God damn it.
And then put in your peaches
Okay.
and then your drained peaches
Obviously.
and layer them around there. Then you take your syrup from your peaches,
Oh, okay.
add in corn flour
Yeah, that'll thicken it.
and sugar,
Ooh.
bring it to a boil, which will thicken it right up.
Right.
Pour that across the top of your peaches.
Oh, okay.
All right. Then you use more flour, more brown sugar, and more butter and make a topping for it and then put it in the oven and bake it.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Oh, it is absolutely delicious.
Okay, I got a question now. What temperature is this?
350.
God damn it, I gotta replace my oven so bad. Next month is my last car payment, so the month after, I'm gonna replace my oven.
But it is
That sounds so good.
absolutely delicious. And if you like a peach cobbler, but you don't like that heavy dough that you get with the cobbler,
I actually do like it. I used to work in a bakery, and every other weekend they'd have like a couple of cobblers left over from that day, or whatever they had left over, they'd send home with me. I used to love all the cobblers.
so, but since this thing works so well with peach cobbler, I'm going to do it with peaches. I'm going to try it with blackberries. Because
That'll
I
be
got
so
some,
freaking good.
I've got some blackberries that were in the back room, canned blackberries.
Mhm.
So, I mean, because
I didn't know they. Wait, did you can them or you bought them in the store?
bought them in the store.
I didn't even know they sold cans of blackberries in the store. I mean, at this point, anything's possible. I just never occurred to me. So, yeah. They used to make every kind of freaking cobbler, though. And they were and the Danish. I got addicted to freaking prune Danish. You would think that would be gross.
Breaking
No,
news.
they were
Breaking
good.
news.
What? Tell me.
Judge Eileen Cannon dismissed the classified documents case against Donald Trump, saying the appointment of Jack Smith violated the Constitution.
Yay.
That just happened 15 minutes ago.
Good.
Oh my goodness. You know they're going to appeal it because this Judge Cannon was a Trump appointee. So it's going to get
You can
appealed.
appeal wait,
but-
isn't this the appeal?
No. This was this judge is the one that was actually hearing the case.
Okay, so that she was the first judge.
Right, but this case is happening here in Florida.
I gotcha.
So these are all Florida judges hearing this. We don't have very many liberals on the Florida courts.
No.
So this may get upheld. They may end up going all the way to the Supreme Court. But you got, you guys are getting censored all over the place.
Not me, because I'm not typing.
Oh, now, Willie, I've got the Instapot Vortex air fryer, and it's actually got shelves in it. It's not that basket type. And I've been using that now for about I've been using it now for about 6 years. I mean, they're only $100.
I've been looking at those on Amazon, the ones with the shelves.
And I just absolutely love it. And Instapot, I had my first one for about 2.5, 3 years. And all of a sudden the glass I'm sitting in the living room eating a breakfast burrito that had warmed up in it. And all of a sudden the glass I heard this ting, 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 and glass was broken in it.
Wait, on what? The slow cooker?
On the air
or the
fryer.
Instapot? Or the air fryer?
The air fryer. And I called Instapot, and they had me send them a picture. So I sent them a picture while I was talking to them. And they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to ship you a new one, and you're going to ship us that one back.
All right.
And they did. And 3 days later, I had a new air fryer.
Okay.
From Instapot. And they had a box with the labels and everything there for me to ship it back to them. Well, it's the same box. All I had to do was peel the shipping label off, stick it on the box, take it down to UPS, and drop it off.
Okay. Yeah. I would get behind that. Yeah.
And the thing, I already had it for 2.5, 3 years, so it was out of warranty.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, the company that's what sold me on that company. Because she said the glass broke. I said, yeah, the glass broke. I'm sitting in the living room eating a breakfast burrito, and the glass shattered. So, but I've been a fan of Instapot ever since.
Damn.
I don't know who is running YouTube now. Isn't it that Indian? Isn't it that Indian?
I don't know.
Let's see here. Who is running YouTube? That's from 2021. Okay, YouTube CEO. Who is YouTube CEO? Neil Mohan
Okay.
is the YouTube CEO now, and yes, he is Indian. So, and that's Dot, not Feather.
Ah, come on.
He well he was born in Lafayette, Indiana, but he is of Indian descent.
Extraction. Yeah, whatever, man.
Okay, but whatever.
You know. Uh,
Well, old Susan Wojcicki, she ran it for 9 years.
that
Wow.
bitch.
Hey, I mean, considering that she got the job simply because she gave the guys an apartment in their
Attention?
basement.
Oh, okay.
No, when they were still broke, she gave them an apartment in their basement,
Oh,
really cheap. And then and as a thank you to her, they made her the CEO of YouTube.
that's a hell of a thank you.
Yeah,
Damn.
that is a hell of a thank you, you know. So teaches you to be nice to people,
Oh,
you know. I've got. Did I tell you about being nice to a strange lady at Sam's Club?
no. I'm sure it's a story, though. I want to hear it.
Well, the wife and I are getting ready to leave, and I wanted a hot dog.
Those are good.
And Sam's Club's hot dogs are really great.
Mhm.
And they were just opening up, and I'm staying in line. This other woman come walking in, and she actually got to the front before I did, but she came in through the exit line.
That's
And
weird.
the old battle axe behind the counter told her she had to go all the way around and come in
Oh
behind
my
me.
God. Seriously.
You know, because she came in the wrong way. I said, she's here, let her order, you know, go ahead and order. So she ordered her hot dog and drink and was on her way. And I ordered all I ordered was 2 hot dogs.
Right.
Because the wife and I, we bring our drinks in with us. And she turned around, come back, and she plopped down a $5 bill and said, "Here, I'm buying your hot dogs for you."
Aw.
So,
nice.
and she turned around, walked away, and the woman behind the counter gave me the change. It was just a couple bucks, like $2.50 and change. And when she came up to pick up her hot dogs, I gave her back her change and told her thank you. And she goes, "No, thank you for being a nice guy."
Oh.
I was like, come on, am I, we're the first 2 people in line. Well, I'm not going to make you walk all the way around
Right?
just because you come in the exit. I mean, please.
It's just people being nice all day.
Battle axe. That was my nickname for my grandmother.
Yeah.
And it was every bit of it was meant in love. I loved my grandmother. And
Okay.
every time I called her my old battle axe, she'd just sit there and giggle and laugh and have a good time with it. My mom hated it.
Oh. Was she your mother's mother or your
Yes.
dad's? Yeah.
My mother's
Okay.
mother. My mom hated when she heard me call my grandmother that, she would wail on my butt for 5 minutes.
Okay.
No, but didn't stop me from doing it because my grandmother, she sat there and giggled. She loved it. My mom finally gave up
Yeah.
beating my butt over it. She finally realized that it was a losing battle because my grandmother liked it, and
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that was a thing. My grandmother was I'm as old. I remember my grandparents. I'm the same age my grandparents were.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, I don't look like them. I don't dress like them. I don't act like my grandparents. But my grandmother, she wore that house dress that just come down below her knees with a
Oh
slip
my
underneath
God.
it. You know what I'm talking about.
My mom had those. Yeah, everybody's mom had those.
Okay. And that's what my grandmother wore 7 days a week. She
Oh,
must have had 7 of them house dresses, different colors, but all the same.
okay.
The same house dress, just different colors.
Damn.
My grandfather wore the green work pants with a plaid flannel shirt and suspenders, and that's what he wore to church.
Okay.
He went to church dressed the same way that he got up and got dressed to go work in the barn or down in the cornfields.
Hey,
So
whatever works, man. I ain't gonna judge. My Uncle Carmine, though, my Uncle Carmine was the sharpest dresser I ever knew in my life. He wore 3-piece suits every damn day.
really,
Yeah, and when it was like a holiday or a special occasion, he had a white one, white fedora. He always wore a fedora to match his suits. His ties, everything was perfectly coordinated.
wow.
Yeah, he was real old school.
And what did he do for a living that he could get away
Well,
with wearing those 3-piece suits?
you know what?
You have no idea.
I'm not gonna say anything. He was retired when I knew him,
Ah,
but there have been references to him coming on the boat with Lucky Luciano. So,
you saying he come over from Sicily?
yeah, that's legit. Yeah, he did. He was first gen, but yeah, he came over with him and Lucky Luciano were buddies, so I heard.
Ah,
Certainly explained a lot of weird events in my childhood, but we're not going there. Uh, that's another day.
oh, my grandson, he found basketball
Okay.
while he was over here at the house.
Okay.
And you ever watch a kid when the first time they ever dribble, they get that
yeah.
whole hand going.
Yeah.
Well, him and I were sitting out on the front on the deck, the front. Well, not the deck, but the patio.
Right.
And I thought, okay, here, let me show you. So I played basketball, so I showed him how to use just his fingertips.
Okay.
And he sat there for a good 2 hours
Oh.
dribbling. Just, he'd start off using his whole hand, then, his fingertips. And by the time he left out, he was actually doing passes from left to right and back. And actually working the ball. Yeah. more times than not, it would bounce off his foot and go flying over somewhere.
Okay.
But he got it to actually work back and forth often enough that when his mom and dad came to pick him up, he had to show off his new skill.
Oh,
And he
what
was,
great
I mean,
granddad taught me.
he was just so proud of himself that he knew he was learning how to dribble a basketball.
Well, that's something to be proud of. It's a new
Yeah.
skill.
And after they left, my wife looks at me and she goes, I didn't know you could do that.
To you?
I'm like, well, I did play high school basketball for 2 years. Sat on the bench most of the time. I rode the lumber. You know, I was the fifth string of 5 strings.
Oh,
I was the entire fifth string of the basketball team.
but hey, at least you got to, be there with the group.
The only reason I was on the ball team was because this is before the 3-point shots were a thing, but I was the only person that could consistently shoot from above the key.
Okay.
All right. I was about 70% above, between the top of the key and the halfway mark.
All right.
I couldn't run. I couldn't do layups. I couldn't jump. But I could shoot from top of the key and make points. So that was the only reason why I was on the team. That was it. And so I had a lot of time to sit there and practice dribbling.
Damn.
Sitting there on our coach. He'd have us all line up and shooting, and if you missed the shot, you had to run a lap. You missed 2 shots, you had to run 2 laps. You missed the 3rd shot, you had to run 3 laps.
Damn.
So, needless to say, I ran a lot of laps.
Oh my God.
But I was the only one that could shoot from above the key and make it with any consistency. So he'd put me in the last quarter of the game just so I could say, yeah, I got 2 minutes of play time. I got 2 or 3 minutes of play time every game, and that was about it.
And you were happy to have it.
I was happy to have it.
Damn.
So what if mine was the only uniform that didn't need washed after the game?
Wow. Oh my God, that's precious. Oh my God.
Here I am, 6'3", and on the tallest kid on the basketball team, and I'm riding. I couldn't shoot.
Oh man.
It was funny. But like I said, I was just happy. I was just
There
happy
you go.
to be. I only did it for 2 years, my freshman and sophomore years, and that was it.
But that's good for college. Put that down. You're on the basketball team.
And what was your total play time? Let's see, we had 10 games, so I had 20 minutes of play time.
Would they even ask you that? Yeah, actually, they probably would now. Damn.
So, but it's all good. It's all good. I had a good time. When you're when you're, well, I'm not going to tell, I absolutely not going to tell anybody what my nickname was that my dad gave me.
We're not gonna ask.
I'm not going to say.
I'm sure it was lovely.
Just think of the clumsiest animal on the face of the earth.
You know what? I don't know.
And, one that constantly fall over their own 2 feet.
Well, that's me actually.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this stream because at this point, we're just shooting the breeze.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you're right. There's nothing wrong with that. But I've been up now for 9 hours, and I want something. I haven't eaten anything, so I want something to
Me
eat.
neither.
And I don't think y'all want to hear me trying to figure out what I'll digging through my kitchen because I ate my leftover paisano made pizza last night.
Oh my God. I knew that was gonna come up at some point. That makes me so jealous.
That Granite Stone paisano, I'm telling you, that was a well spent $80.
Oh, $80. I've seen them for like $200.
Oh, really? No, I only paid $80 for mine. Or ordered it off of Amazon when they first came out.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time. I gotta call actually Home Depot in a little while because I lost my card. I requested another one. They didn't mail it to me. Now, usually, if you get a replacement card for anything, you have to like what do you call activate it. If you don't activate it, it stays with the information for your old card. So I never got it, and then I just let it go. And I found the perfect baker's rack because I have no counter space. My kitchen is like arms length. It's fucking tiny. But I really need it. And I don't have enough counter space for anything. And I got my mixer and I've got my, little appliances and I want room.
Yep.
So I tried to use the old card and I guess they deactivated it. Even though, yeah, I'm really mad. I got to call them now. But see, here's the thing though. I can't get mail now. I have to go to the post office if I want to get my mail because they decided now, mind you, we're in a gated community and we pay the maintenance every month. Oh, I don't. My ex does because he owns the apartment. So he's paying like $600 a month maintenance, and our boxes are all busted up. Mine isn't, but because there's a whole bunch of busted boxes on my level, the post office won't deliver anymore because there's no security. You can't secure it. They're broken open. Yeah, so I can't even get a credit card, my credit card replaced, and I don't trust the post office because they have repeatedly lost things of mine. Like I had a registered letter notice show up on my mailbox, and I didn't know what it was, or package, or whatever it was. And I went there, and they said, "Oh, this doesn't exist." And I'm like, "It must exist because you sent it to me, and I'm here, and I have the number." I will never know what it was that they stole from me.
I tell you, my mailman is, well, we've got 2 mail people to deliver our mail, mailman and a mailwoman.
Right.
The mailman is really good. I mean, I always know when he's delivering because he drives a Jeep. The mailwoman, she is about the laziest. I got a certified letter in. I was home. I watched her through my security camera open my mailbox and drop off the mail.
Okay.
Okay. I had a registered letter that I had to sign for. Rather than getting out of her car and walking up and knocking on the door to have me sign for that registered letter.
She sat and honked, didn't she?
No, she put that damn piece of yellow paper in that she attempted delivery and nobody answered the door.
They've done that to me.
She did not attempt delivery. She never got her fat butt out of her car.
They've done that to me. They would put it, and I'm on the 3rd floor, but we have an elevator. they would just put on a letter in my box saying I wasn't home.
I took the video, downloaded the video to my phone, and took it into the post office with me. And I asked for the postmaster. She just happened to be there. I showed her the video. I showed her that woman pulled up and just put that yellow piece of paper in my mailbox. Now, I've got one of these mailboxes that's got, you put the mail in and it drops down into the bottom section.
Oh, okay.
All right. And when you open up the front of it, you can't reach down into the bottom because of baffles. So the mail is secure in the bottom of that mailbox. Once it's in there, it's in there until I open it from the bottom.
Okay.
I took that in there and showed that video to the postmaster. And she looked at me and she goes, "Well, I've been hearing rumors about her, but I just marked it off to people being sassy." She goes, "But you're showing me actual video that she did not get out of her car."
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's dated and time stamped, the video, there's not a whole lot you can do to say that I faked anything. And I told her, I said, I watched her from inside my living room.
Right.
Because my security system went off when she pulled up. I know when my mail gets delivered because my security system goes off when she pulls up to the mailbox. So I sit there and watch them. Then I wait for them to go down the road. Then I go out and get my mail. I put Spanky on the rope and body harness. I can't say the L word. Okay, because he.
Because he hears it. Yeah, you can't say leech. I got you.
Right, because he hears it and then he expects to go out for a lengthy sojourn. I can't even say the W word.
Walkies.
Yes. Especially since he's sitting right next to me on the couch.
Oh no.
Because he gets excited. Yeah, you're right, Willie. That's just plain lazy when they do that. It just irritates the daylights out of me when they do that kind of crap. You know, and the postal carriers get paid good.
Yeah.
My older sister, there's a postal carrier that's been very interested in her ever since her husband died.
Oh no.
And he's been a very good guy. My sister really likes him a lot.
Okay.
He's a very respectful guy. His wife died a few years ago. Very respectable man. I mean, if my sister decided to hook up with him, it wouldn't break my heart one bit. It'd make me rather happy knowing that she's got somebody that actually cares for her. And but yeah, he owns 2 houses and 3 cars, and everything has been paid off for years. So yeah, he's getting ready to go on his full retirement. You know, the post office, I guess, has got their own retirement system, like the railroad do. So, but anyway, all right, ladies and gents, we're down to just 2 people watching, so let's go ahead and call this.
Okay.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. Any words before we leave out of here, Ramen?
Oh God, words. It's too early for words.
Yeah, too early. Guys, let's not turn into the Democrats. Let's not be cheering or wishing death on our political opponents.
Right?
I mean, I don't like Joe Biden. I will be glad when he's out of office. He never should have
Unless
been
they
in
get it
office
first.
to start with.
Shut up.
But I would never wish death on the man. So, but as always, though, everyone, be with the ones you love and love the ones that you're with. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes,
Later,
we
all.
will.